Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's tutorial we're going to be making a palazzo trouser with the top with 3 layered ruffles for a 2 to 3 year old girl. So without wasting time, let's get started. So this top is going to be having 3 parts. The first part, that's the upper part, is going to be the sleeve, then the body is the main body, and then the lower part that's going to where we are going to be attaching our ruffles. That's the last ruffle. So now for this fabric, I'm taking 7 inches in length, and then in width I'm also taking 7 inches. As you can see, I'm marking out 7 inches for the width. Then I went ahead to roll that line. So for the neck width, I'm taking 3 inches. For the armhole length or depth, we are taking 2.5 inches. And then I went on to join the lines and also make a curve for the armhole. Now I'll go ahead to cut out the excess fabric. So now I'm done cutting. This is what we have. So for the first ruffle, we are going to place that fabric in hold. We got a piece of fabric, placed it in 4 folds, and then we went on to mark out 4 inches. After marking out the 4 inches, I ruled out the line just to demarcate the main fabric from the excess fabric. And now I place the front part of the top on that fabric, then cut out the armhole. After cutting out the armhole, I went ahead to cut out the excess fabric on the 4 inches mark. Now for the second layer of the ruffle, my fabric is placed on fold. As you can see, I measured that, and then this is for the third layer of the ruffle. You can make your own fabrics to be long depending on how you want your ruffles to be, how full. So I'm done. I went on to hem the bottom part, and then for the upper part I also went on to sew and gathered. So that's the 3 layers of the ruffle there. So I went on to pick up the front part of the top. Now to attach the first layer of the ruffle, I placed it like so on the upper part of the top, that's the neck part. I'll just go ahead and stitch it like so, and then place the armhole, making sure that they align with each other, and I'll also sew that to join together. Then for the second part, I'll place it like so with the right side facing each other. I'll sew it and then flip it over. For the last part, I'll sew it like so. This is the bottom part. I'll go ahead and sew it like so, placing it with the front sides facing each other, and then I went on to sew. Now I'm done sewing. This is what we have. This is what our front part of the top looks like. Now we're done with that. We need to go ahead and pipe the neck of the top. So to pipe that neck, I'm taking this fabric that's 1.5 inch in width. Now I'll place it on the back part of the top, front. As you can see, I'm placing it at the back part like so. Then I'll go ahead to sew it just like so, and then turn it over and top stitch at the front part. Now I'm done. This is what I have. So we're done, basically done with the front part of the top. Then for the back part, this back part is going to be having only 1 ruffle, and that's going to be at the bottom. So I went on to cut the fabric I'm going to be using to make the ruffle. I hemmed the bottom part, then sewed the up part, and then gathered. This is the result. So I'll just go ahead to attach it to the main fabric like so, with the right sides facing each other. I'll sew it like so, then turn it, and now this is what I have. This is the back part of the top. Then for the neck, I'm also going to cut out a 1.5 inch piece of fabric in width. Then I'll go ahead to attach it to the top like so. From the back part, I'll flip it over to the front and then top stitch, and we're done. This is what we have. So now we're going to be making the sleeve. So for the sleeve, I went on to cut this fabric 3.5 inches in width, and then for the length I'm having about 16 inches, because the sleeve is 2 layers. So that was the first and this is the second layer. The second layer has to be shorter. So now I'm done with that. I'll just go ahead to hem the down part for all of that, for all of the fabric. I'll hem this one too, because we are cutting 4. Then after hemming, I'll place it on top and sew it, then gather. I'll go ahead to do the same thing for the second sleeve, just like so, placing the small one on the bigger one, then sewing and gathering it. And now this is what I have. After that, I went on to cut a piece of fabric measuring about 8 inches in length, in width 2 inches. So I'm going to place the ruffled fabric on this piece of fabric. This is the sleeve part now, so I'll just place it like so. And after that, I'll sew it, then turn and top stitch on the front side of the fabric. As you can see, I'll top stitch it over here like so. I'm done. This is the result. Now this is the 2 sleeves. So to attach the sleeve to the main fabric, we'll just go ahead and place it right sides facing each other like so, making sure that the strap parts face each other, or they are well aligned with each other like that. Then you go ahead and sew it, and this is what it's going to look like when we are done sewing. So now I'm done attaching the front part of the top to the sleeve. So we are going to go ahead to attach the back part of the top to the sleeve too. So we'll just place it like so too, and sew about 1/2 inches also, turn it over, sew the other side too. And now this is what it's going to be looking like. So we're done sewing. The next thing we are going to do is to go ahead and pipe the armhole of the top. So I'll just pipe that side and also pipe this side like this. I'll go ahead and do the same thing for the 2 sides. And after doing that, I'll just go ahead to join the sides of the top. Now I'm done, and I've also joined the sides of the top. This is my result. So without wasting time, let's go over to the trouser. So for the trouser, the length we are taking here is 22 inches. So the first thing we are going to do is to mark out 2 inches for the elastic band. Then for the waist, I took 8 inches. 8 inches for the waist measurement. Then from that line, we are measuring 8 inches downwards for the crotch. So I'll just go ahead to mark that 8 inches also, and then using my ruler, I'll connect the lines together. Then I'll go ahead and mark out 2 inches over there. And then I went on to make the curve. So for the bottom part of the palazzo, we are taking 8 inches. So I'll just go ahead to connect the lines from the crotch area to the bottom. Now I'm done. I'll just go ahead and cut the excess fabric out. Then I opened up the upper part of the trouser, just like so. And now we're done. We are going to stitch. So after stitching, this is what we have. And then so I went on to open up the fabric like so, placing it like this. The first thing I'm going to do is to hem the bottom. So I'm done hemming. This is what it's going to be looking like after hemming. So now we just go ahead and close up this part, making sure that these parts aligns with each other. So we'll just close up that region like so. And now I'm done sewing that part. So now we'll move to the elastic band. Remember, we measured 2 inches downwards from the waist for our elastic. So now we just you turn your fabric over to the back. So to prepare the band, you fold in with 1/2 inch at first, then go in again with 1 inch. As you can see, just like so. And after that, you just go ahead and top stitch or sew it all the way around, leaving a hole so you'll be able to fix your elastic. Now that's hole or the space we left for our elastic to pass through. Then the elastic I'm going to be using here is measuring 18 inches. So you just fix in the elastic like so, pull it until it goes over to the other end and comes out here. As you can see, this is it. So we'll just go ahead and hold the elastic in place together. We'll close up the space. And now we're done. This is what we have. So for me, I like to top stitch on my elastic just to help keep it in place. So I'll take it back to my machine to top stitch. Now I'm done top stitching. This is what we have for our trouser. Or our palazzo is ready, and then this is our top. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more sewing content. See you in our next video. Bye.